All right, welcome back. As they didn't quite commit to the full 6 minutes, so we're going to write in rosters as fast as we can here. We're almost done, but we're about to get underway here in the first half of play for ND Pro Jacobson versus ECI White. So if you give me just a moment here, I'll finish up the rosters and we'll get rocking and rolling here with the second game of the day. And we're underway in game number 2 of the day here from the Rusted Recreation Center in West Fargo. ND Pro Jacobson in the red, ECI White in the white. That shot is up and in. That was Riley Peterson with the basket for ECI White. Once again, I'm still writing in some rosters here, so just give me a moment and enjoy the game, and we'll get you up to date here in just a second or two. That's a three-pointer. And that three-pointer is up and in from Ashley Wacha. All right, we got the rosters written in now, and it is 5-3 in favor of ECI White. And that is correct. Okay, so we got 2 for Riley Peterson, 3 for Ashley Wacha. Okay, so ND Pro Jacobson, 3 for Ashley Wacha, 2 for Riley Peterson, and 3 unassigned points for EC White, as I couldn't catch the T-shirt jersey number on that three-point basket scored by ECI White. But it's taken away there by Aaliyah Selensky. Selensky works it down low. That one's off the mark. And Selensky gets the rebound and the bucket up and in. 7-3 in favor of ECI White. Bringing the ball back over to the other side here is Ashley Wacha for ND Pro Jacobson. She'll put it up into the hands of Riley Burgess. Burgess feeds it back inside, poked away out of the hands of Macy Wielden. And the loose ball is picked up near side here by Greta Lee. Greta Lee spins, free throw line extended near side. Battle for the ball there, and spinning around on the baseline and drawing the foul is Ashley Wacha. I'll stop the clock with 10:47 to go here, and apparently we forgot to start our clock. And that free throw is up and in. So she makes both free throws, and it's 7-5. Ashley Wacha 5, ECI White 7. Corner 3, Olivia Weiler. That one's off the mark. Rebound thrown up court there to Burgess. Burgess carries the ball and down the far side of the lane, misses the shot. Wacha with the rebound, draws the foul again. So our clock tick down to 10:31 here. And Ashley Wacha will tie up the game at 7-7. With 2 more free throws, she is 4 for 4 from the free throw line here early in the first half of play. Near side, that's Weiler. Weiler works it down to the baseline, lost it out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 10:17 to go here in the first half of play. As Wacha will trigger the inbounds pass here for Riley Burgess. Burgess will bring it up over the timeline. Burgess dribbles over to the far side, bounce pass, three-pointer on the way out of the hands of Jetta Medvold, up and in. And ND Pro Jacobson takes the first lead change of the game at 10-7 on that three-pointer there by Jetta Medvold. Let me double check the roster. My writing was kind of scribbly there. I think it's Medvold. Check that. Take a T out of there. Medvold. And now ECI White takes the lead at 10-9. Or no, they don't. They crawl within 2 at 10-9. Excuse me. So no lead change there. And we're in the hands of Lydia Spies. Spies puts the ball to the floor, the left hand, dribbles over to the left side, and dribbles down to the corner where she hands it off there. Trying to go through defenders and couldn't quite get to the basket without drawing the foul. I'll stop the clock with 9:10 to go. We'll let our clock tick down as close as possible to 9:10 as a substitution comes in for ECI White, and that is Callie Downenhauer. Number 13 for ECI White. Once again, 9:10 to go. Inbounds pass was poked away. Now off the foot and out of bounds by Downenhauer. Will give the ball back to ND Pro Jacobson. 9:07 to go here. Bringing it up over the timeline. Rylin Bergness, excuse me. I'll stop the clock with 8:57 to go. Substitutions coming back in will be Jetta Medvold. Inbounds pass comes into Medvold. She drives into the paint, puts it in. She has 5 points according to my numbers and 2 more for ND Pro Jacobson. And it's 12-9 and the lead is 3. Maybe took an extra step and got away with it there in the corner as she'll get the ball back and then she'll lose it out of bounds. So if that was the case, it's going back to ND Pro Jacobson and justice has been served, I guess you could say. 8:30 and counting to go here. On the near side, that's Rylan Burgess. And that is, I believe that's Kim, excuse me. That one won't go. $8:17 to go as the inbounds pass comes into Katie Sheridan. Sheridan will bring it over the timeline. Look for passing options and feeds it over to the far wing. Near side here, it's Steiner. Sheridan pushes into the corner. Now they work it down low. I believe that's Steiner down there. Sheridan gets it back, pushes it into the corner. And a whistle and a body foul is called here. Foul's called on number 8, Katie Sheridan. Stops the clock with 7:43 to go. Bringing the ball overtime now is Arden Faulkner, and Faulkner drives to the hoop. That one will get missed, and then it got poked out of bounds, and it'll stay with ND Pro Jacobson. ECI White had the lead until ND Pro Jacobson tied it at 7-7. Then they got a triple from Ashley Wacha, or no, Jetta Mevold to take the 10-7 lead, and they haven't given up that lead yet. ECI White will slowly bring it up over the timeline here. With the basketball is Sheridan. Sheridan feeds it near side here for Downenhauer. Downenhauer down low. Off the block is Selensky. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes back into the hands of Faulkner. Faulkner dribbling all the way to the hoop. Cuts through defenders and drops it in. 16-9 is our score, and a whistle will not count. There's going to be another foul here. This one goes on ND Pro Jacobson. Okay, so I thought there wasn't 16 points. They had the scoreboard in the gym at 16, and now they just pushed it back to 14. So we will do the same on our scoreboard. It is 14-9. 3, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, all the individual points go up to 14 points. We have a 30-second timeout on the floor. Thank our sponsors, including, let me take a look here. I got to look at my list again. Three Lions Pub along with Carlson. Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union, Three Lions Pub, and Game Time bringing you action today and tomorrow. So the timeout on the floor is done. 6:51 to go, 14-9 in favor of ND Pro Jacobson. Sheridan, top of the key, works it near side, catch and shoot three. Downenhauer off the back rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to the hands of Macy Wheeldon. Wheeldon will give it up in the backcourt there to Faulkner. He'll bring it up over the timeline, drive into the paint, down towards the baseline, back out, free throw line extended near side. Pops the ball into the hands and through the hands, and then regains the loose ball was Greta Lee. Lee works it inside there for Wheeldon. Wheeldon back up top now into the hands of Mevold. Mevold shot up, won't go, and it was last touched there by Weiler. Now stop the clock with 6:19 to go here in the first half of play. So the baseline inbounds pass, triggered by Mevold. They'll work it over to the far side. Now back up top as Mevold gets it back. Turns on the three, won't go. A little strong off the rim. Rebound comes down into the hands there of Claire Steiner. Or check that, Aaliyah Selensky. She comes down to the other end and draws the foul. I didn't see who they called it on. I was looking at the official, but now they'll allow the substitutions. Rylan Burgess will come in. That'll give Arden Faulkner a breather on the bench. Also coming in is Ashley Wacha, and that will sit Kasia Wilson down for a breather. It's 14-11 now, ECI White, and they will get the free throw to make it 14-12. It's a 2-point game here. And Wacha with the basketball, works it down low. Shot is up, won't go. Getting her own rebound is Wheeldon. And then that shot was missed, and ECI White will pull down the loose ball, bring it back the other way. They'll get it into the hands there of Briley Peterson. She'll put up the long shot, won't go. Back of the rim. 3-on-1 battle for the jump ball is called, and the possession arrow favors. Doesn't show on the scoreboard this time like it did on the last game. But it looks like it favors ECI White. Near side here, it's Grace Perry. Up top, 3 on the way there from Lydia Spees. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 5:28 to go here in the first half of play. Burgess will bring it over the timeline here for ND Pro Jacobson. They work it into the free throw line. Looking for that screen up top. Hands the ball off. Burgess has it again. And I believe a travel is going to be called there, and that is indeed the case. .5:12 and counting to go here in the first half of play. Spees with the basketball. Still with the basketball. Now she works it into the near wing here for Peterson. Peterson hands it off up top for, I believe that was Downenhauner, and it was. Her shot won't go. Turnaround up and in. Nice job there by Aaliyah Selensky. She has 4 unofficially. I have 5 unassigned points for ECI White, and that was early in the game when I wasn't able to, I didn't have all the rosters ready because they decided to stop the clock, which told me I had 6 minutes before the game started, and then all of a sudden they set it to 0 and the game was starting. So timeout on the floor. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, including Three Lions Pub, Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union, along with Game Time. Three Lions Pub holding St. Patty's Day in July. That is tonight, 4 p.m. to close. Live music starting at 9 o'clock. Get cabbage rolls starting at 5 until they are gone, and specials on all sorts of drinks and other surprises too. I think they're giving away prizes as well. So that's, once again, that's at Three Lions Pub here in West Fargo. And that starts at 4 p.m. and it goes till close. They are open until 1 a.m. tonight, and Sean Mitzo will be performing live music starting at 9 o'clock this evening. So bring your friends. Head over to Three Lions Pub. They have a new staff, very friendly staff. I've been there on several occasions. I really enjoy it there myself. And I would highly recommend Three Lions Pub now than I would if you were to ask me if I recommended them 3 years ago. That's just the 100% honest truth. The staff there is great, and I think you will absolutely love that place. So if you had issues with that place in the past, we encourage you to give them another chance with the new management and new staff on board, and they will show off their new menu, which they will have tonight, but then they'll go back to limited menus. It's kind of like a sneak peek, and then on Monday, July 20th, they will debut their new menu and also bring out a kids menu that has 3 items on it as well. We're all knotted up at 14-14. Last time we were tied, the score was 7-7. ND Pro Jacobson took the lead at 10-7. They held on to that lead until just now, and we'll see if they can get the lead back. We have another sub. I didn't see who came in. I believe it was Kasia Wilson, but sitting down was Jetta Mevold. Pass is tipped near sideline. It was intended for Greta Lee. Nice defensive play there by Briley Peterson, who's sitting with unofficially with 2 points right now. Tied at 14 with just over 4 minutes to go here in the first half of this one. Game 2 of the day, promising to probably come down to the wire if it keeps going the way it is right now. We'll see. I always enjoy games like that. Loose ball popped into the hands of, that is Kaylee Downenhauer, number 13. Moving in, it's Spees, and that's in and out off the rim. Loose ball picked up on the baseline there by Weiler. Weiler will get it out top to Spees. Spees back to Weiler here on the near wing. 3:35 to go. No shot clock in this game. Sometimes used to saying that. Sometimes I get into a brain mode of saying certain terms, and I got to remember that some of those terms don't apply today. So ball is ripped away and taken away, and Burgess will bring it back up to the baseline, work it up top there for Wacha. Wacha works it back inside for Kasia Wilson, and the turnaround shot there out of the hands of Wielden is airbound out of bounds, and I'll stop the clock with 3:08 to go here. We'll let our clock sit at 2:56 for a few ticks. Still tied at 14. Exactly 3 minutes to go as Sheridan has the basketball. Now puts it over into the far wing. Driving into the lane there was Olivia Miranda. And that whistle stops the clock with 2:52 to go here in the first half. Sheridan with the inbounds pass. Works it near wing here for Weiler, and the shot is up and no good. And out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock with 2:47 to go now here at the Ruststead Recreation Center in West Fargo. Sheridan with the inbounds pass from the baseline once again, works it underneath, and a quick foul. Sheridan on the baseline, works the pass across the lane. Shot is up and in. Nice job there by Olivia Miranda for her first basket of the game. And that gives ECI White the 16-14 lead change. So we've had 2 lead changes and 2 ties in this game so far. With the basketball now is Ashley Wacha. Wacha works it inside for Mesakua Kim. Back to Wacha, and a foul is whistled. I believe it's going on Olivia Miranda, and it is unofficially the team's second. Once again, they don't have team fouls on the scoreboard here in the gym, so we're doing the best we can to make sure we don't miss anything as far as fouls are concerned. Three-pointer on the way. Kim gets the rebound, pops it out, 3 in and out there out of the hands of Greta Lee, and now a whistle underneath. And we have another foul here on ECI White. My scorebook, I have him down for 4. I see on screen it's only 3, so we're going to give him 1 more so it matches our scorebook here. At the free throw line is Ashley Wacha. She is 5 of 5, make it 6 of 6. And we're tied at 16. So now we've had 3 ties and 2 lead changes in this game. Just under 2 minutes to go. Nice move down underneath there for ECI White. And getting the basket is Olivia Weiler, her first 2 points of the day. And that gives the lead back to ECI White at 18-16. They'll work it outside. 3 on the way from Faulkner. It's in. She got it. And ND Pro Jacobson retakes the lead at 19-18. 3 back the other way, and I think that was partially blocked as it was grabbed underneath there. Stops the clock with 1:25 to go as we have another foul, this one on ND Pro Jacobson, their 4th of the game. So both teams with 4 team fouls now. And ECI White with a chance to tie it at the free throw line, and they do. At the free throw line is Olivia Miranda. So they tie it at 19-19. And they will not take the lead. ND Pro Jacobson will get the rebound, remain tied at 19. Wacha brings it over the timeline. Dribbles to the right, now comes back up to the top of the key, picks up her dribble, feeds it into the high post there for Wilson. Turnaround, got it. Kasia Wilson with her first 2 points gives ND Pro Jacobson the lead back, and it's 21-19. With the basketball is Briley Peterson, and she couldn't Once again, with jersey numbers on just the back, I sometimes got to wait to identify the player. That's Claire Steiner. Steiner in a little bit of trouble, gets it back up top. Nice job there by Peterson to keep it in front of the timeline. Gets it there into the hands of Sheridan. Sheridan back now to Steiner. Steiner trying to get around to Kim. And it's a reach-in foul. That'll stop the clock. That's team foul number 5 here on ND Pro Jacobson. Inbounds pass comes into the hands of Miranda. Now Sheridan on the near wing, being guarded there by Faulkner. Works it up top for Miranda. Miranda goes right, goes left, feeds it into the lane. Low block, a little short on the little half hook shot there by Olivia Weiler. And ND Pro Jacobson will bring the ball back the other way. With the basketball right now is Wacha. She'll try for a 3. She got it. Ashley Wacha with her second 3. She either has 3 throws or she's behind the 3-point line. And that brings us to halftime with your score. ND Pro Jacobson 24 and ECI White 19. It's a good game. I would suspect this will be a good second half. 3-minute halftime. We're back after this here with your halftime numbers right after this. You've heard about Christmas in July, but we didn't miss Christmas last year. So Three Lions Pub is holding a St. Patty's Day in July this coming Friday, July 17th from 4 p.m. to close. Corned beef and cabbage until it's gone. Plus, specials on all your favorite St. Patty's Day drinks. Win prizes and also get a sneak peek at the full menu. Plus, bring your friends and have fun with live music from Sean Mitzel in the evening. That's this Friday, July 17th at Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set sealing a serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. We're at halftime here. Almost ready for the second half of play. Put 14 minutes on our clock here. It's a 5-point advantage for ND Pro Jacobson. They lead 24-19. We were tied at 7-7. ND Pro Jacobson took the lead at 10-7, held on to it until ECI White tied it up at 14. They took the lead at 16-14. Then we were tied again at 16 apiece. ECI White took the lead at 18-16. ND Pro Jacobson took the lead back at 19-18. Then we were tied at 19-19. ND Pro Jacobson took the lead at 21-19, and they have held EC White scoreless since that lead change. And that brings us to our current score, 24-19. Numbers for ND Pro Jacobson: 5 for Arden Faulkner, 5 for Jetta Medvold, and 2 for Kasia Wilson. They are led by Ashley Wacha, who has 12 points, 2 triples, and 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Olivia Miranda, I have her down for 3 points, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Briley Peterson with 2. Olivia Weiler with 2. Aaliyah Selensky with 7. Then I also have 5 unassigned points from earlier on in the game. So once again, those are unofficial scoring. If I can find out where those points belong to, we'll certainly do our best to let you know on that there. So we're underway now. ND Pro Jacobson in the red. And wide open for a three, out the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to the hands of Wacha. She fights her way through the lane and draws a foul. That is the first one of the second half. Wacha tried for a three. That was a little too strong. Rebound comes down to Grace Perry. Grace Perry is one of those individuals who had the 3 points, so that leaves us with 2 unassigned points. And a loose ball is taken away here and regained in the backcourt by Lydia Spees. Spees will bring it back over the timeline with 13.5 to go here in the second half of play from the Rustad Recreation Center in West Fargo. Beautiful facility here. Three basketball courts, a walking path around those 3 courts, and then a kid's playground over on the far end of the building. Plus, they got a turf field here. That ball out of bounds stops the clock with 13:13 to go. And then a nice air-conditioned area with vending machines. You get chips, candy, and pop and Gatorade and all that cool stuff. And we thank Lance and the rest of the crew here at the Rustad Recreation Center for allowing us to set up to broadcast these games this weekend. 9 today and 9 tomorrow. So, first team foul the second half for ND Pro Jacobson. Coming out will be Rylan Burgess, and coming in will be Arden Faulkner. Three-pointer on the way. It's in! Kelly Downenhauer with the triple. That pulls ECI White within 2. That was their first point since ND Pro Jacobson took the lead change back at 21-19. We'll leave our clock set at 12:09 as we got a few ticks to go here to get it in sync. Near side is Briley Peterson. Work it back out, three-pointer on the way, looks good, but a little short. Rebound underneath there by Grace Perry, she couldn't get the goal. Somehow the ball comes back into her hands after it's batted around a little bit. That second shot won't go. Wheeldon will pick up the rebound. And with 12 minutes to go here and a turnover down at the other end, ECI White brings it back the other way with a chance to tie. The shot is up, won't go. But right there with the rebound is Selensky. She can't get it to go. And ND Pro Jacobson with a 2-point lead gets the ball back. Just under 12 minutes to go here in the second half of play. Being harassed at the top of the key, and now a jump ball is going to be called, I believe. And it's going to go to ECI White. So that stops the clock with 11:35 to go. Inbounds pass comes to Ashley Wacha. Ashley Wacha, of course, played basketball for Fargo Davies this year. Her older sister, Riley Wacha, played as well. ND Pro Jacobson, consisting of players from Fargo North, Oak Grove, Fargo Davies, Devils Lake, Cavalier Tornadoes have a representative. That's Rylan Burgess on this ND Pro Jacobson team, which is coached by head coach Steve Jacobson. 11:19 to go here in the second half of play, excuse me, and it's a 2-point game as we have a timeout on the floor. Once again, we were tied at 7, tied at 14, tied at 16, tied at 19. ND Pro Jacobson took the lead at 21-19. They haven't given it up yet, but ECI White is hanging in there. Matter of fact, the only... no, I'm not going to say that just in case that's not correct. I may have accidentally put a second half basket into the first half column, so let's see, let's add that up here. Yep, that's exactly what happened, because the individual points total up to 22 for ECI White. So I accidentally put a second half basket into the first half stat book there. But the good news is the points are correct for the player, just put it in the wrong half. So Game 2 of 9 today. We'll have 9 games tomorrow. We know who's playing in 5 of the 9 games tomorrow. The final 4 games are going to be determined by the win-loss records of the first 14 games. So Greta Lee will trigger the inbounds pass from the near sideline here. Work it into Ashley Wacha. .11 and counting to go here as Wacha drives into the paint. Free throw line, she stops, fires it out to Mevold. Now up top, Wacha for a 3, in and out, won't go. Rebound comes down to ECI White. They pop it to Peterson as she brings it down to the near side of the court. Spinning around defenders down low, outside, that is Sheridan with a 3. Katie Sheridan with a triple. And ECI White takes a 25-22 lead. Now they'll work it down low. Nice job there by Greta Lee to get the basket. And it goes back to a 26-25 lead for ND Pro Jacobson. So ECI White will trigger the inbounds pass from the baseline here. They'll get it into the hands of Miranda. Olivia Miranda will pop it up top there for Weiler. Weiler gets in and it's intercepted by Mesaku Akim. And Akim will give it to Wacha in the backcourt. They'll bring it back over the timeline with a 1-point lead. Akim with the shot from inside the free throw line. About a 7-footer, just a little bit off the mark. Rebound comes down into the hands of Olivia Weiler. A couple passes later, it's chased down to the corner by Olivia Miranda. Miranda will get it back off the side of the backboard. I believe that's going to be out of bounds. Or was there a foul? No, there's a foul, and Miranda will go to the line to shoot 2. So she can tie and take the lead if she can make both of these free throws. She's 1 for 1 from the free throw line so far. Make it 2 for 2, and we're tied at 26. Coming back in for ND Pro Jacobson is Arden Faulkner. And that one will roll off the rim and will remain tied. So she's now 1 for 3 in the game for Olivia Miranda for ECI White. As Riley Wacha has the basketball, works it inside there for Kasia Wilson. That shot a little bit short. Pulled down the rebound on the baseline there, and then bringing it up the near side of the court is Briley Peterson. Peterson brings it all the way down to the baseline and harassed by Faulkner as the ball goes out of bounds. He'll stay with ECI White. Well, who would have thought at 10:51 in the morning we'd have a basketball game like this? You thought ND Pro Olsen in the last game had a few bowls of Wheaties. I think this team had a little bit more time for breakfast, and it's a little more equaled out now. Quick in and a quick out. Take a couple ticks off the clock, and the ball will go back to ND Pro Jacobson, all knotted up at 26 apiece. As Wacha will bring it slowly over the timeline here. Dribble in, cross the dribble over to her left hand, left hand. Keeps it there for a while. She'll just stand there, allow her teammates to set up the play, chew up a little bit of time on the clock here as we're down to 9:12 and counting. Looking for a screen, looking for an option. Tries to feed it inside, but the pass is intercepted. And there will be a foul coming here. I'm not sure on who. We'll have to see Looks like they're calling it possibly on Faulkner. Yep, that's who they're calling it on. It's the third team foul of the half for ND Pro Jacobson. 9 minutes to go here as Sheridan brings it over the timeline. Couple quick passes, three-pointer on the way, won't go. Loose ball rebound comes down to Faulkner. Faulkner will bring it over the timeline. She's looking down court. Did she carry it or is there a foul? There's a foul on ECI White. They're second of the second half. They have 6 total according to my numbers. Coming in is Lydia Spees. Sitting down, getting a breather, is Olivia Miranda. Back to action now as Wacha has it. Couple dribbles and gets it to Faulkner. Faulkner will get the screen, and that's going to be a moving screen, I believe. Yep, that is indeed the case. Goes into the books as foul number 4, the moving screen. And Kasia Wilson took some steps before her teammate got around the screen, and that's not the way you do it. Still tied at 26. It's been that way for a little over a minute of play now. Getting harassed at the free throw line is Selensky. She'll bring it back up top, now dribble back in. 3 on the way from Spees, and it's in. Unofficially, that's her first bucket of the game and gives her team a 29-26 lead for ECI White. Another three-point attempt. High arcing, and it looked good coming out of her hand. Sheridan gets the rebound, pops it back out. Free throw line jumper, too hard off the back iron. Loose ball rebound comes back to ECI White. They work it in the near corner. Sheridan, long 2 is up and in. Katie Sheridan with 5 points, all of them in the second half. And ECI White increases their lead to 31-26. On a 5-0 run right now. Wacha trying to change that, won't go. Akim gets it back to Wacha before the shot, the whistle, and the game clock stops at 7.5 to go. With the basketball there is Macy Wielden. Now Burgess for a 3. Nice looking triple there from Rylan Burgess. And that pulls ND Pro Jacobson within 2. It's 31-29 with 7:12 and counting to go. Nice feeder pass into the top of the post there. And that will go out of bounds, and there will be a foul. So it'll be a foul on ND Pro Jacobson. That's their 5th of the second half, according to my numbers. And stepping up to the free throw line is Grace Perry. She has 3 points, according to my books here. And she'll stay there for the moment as she misses the first free throw. Neither team has had more than a 5-point lead in this game. Missed free throw, rebound grabbed by Kim. Kim will put it in the hands of Burgess. She'll bring it over the timeline, feed it into the far corner for Greta Lee. Greta Lee with a couple of dribbles, tried to pass it inside. Ball was tipped, picked up by Lydia Spees. Spees will bring it back into the paint, to the hoop. A little short on that one. Rebound snagged by Wielden. Wielden will get into the hands of Burgess. Burgess being harassed there by Spees as she comes over the timeline. She'll get a screen, foot over the line, long 2, off the mark. Battle for a chase, for a race for the ball out of bounds. I believe it stays with ND Pro Jacobson. And they'll feed the pass in, and that will be out of bounds. Out of bounds will avoid the over and back. Either way, it would have went back to ECI White. It's a turnover regardless of whichever scenario happened. 6.5 to go here as Spies has the basketball. Couple passes later, we'll work it over to the far wing into the hands there, Downhauner. Oh, a nice pass to a wide open Aaliyah Selensky underneath the basket. And according to my numbers, she has 9 points. And the lead stretches back to 4, 33-29. Nice move there along the near side of the lane as she threads her way through defenders. Takes the ball to the hoop and drops it in. It's Rylan Burgess. Substitutions now as Kasia Wilson will come back in. That'll give Mesakua Kim a breather on the bench. Just under 6 minutes to go here in this one. And it's a 2-point basketball game, trying to change that right now. In and out, and it won't go, and a whistle underneath. I believe we have a foul on ECI White, and we do. That is their third, according to my numbers here, in the half. Just under 5:40 to go, and it's a 2-point game. Indy Pro Jacobson looking to tie the ball game here on this possession or take the lead with a 3. Right now, Burgess works the ball over to the far side. Now works it down low there for Wilson. Whistle will stop the clock with 5:28 to go. Let's take a couple more ticks off, make it 5:26. There we go. So off the inbounds pass, comes into the corner, Wilson. Wilson works it up top there for Burgess. Burgess now to Mevold. Mevold will try for a 3 in the lead. No, it won't go. Who touched it last? They're saying ECI White touched it last. It's going to stay with ND Pro Jacobson as both Grace Perry and Kasia Wilson were kind of on the attack on the basketball, possession of the basketball there, and they're saying that ECI White touched it last. And there, we have a tie game now at 33. Just under 5 to go, looking for the lead back, won't go. So we're tied at 33 after ECI White took the lead at 29-26, and now ND Pro Jacobson with a chance for a triple in the lead. That one's in and out, won't, rattles off the back rim. Rebound chased down by Downenhauer. She'll launch it up court into the hands there of Lydia Spice. That one won't go. Almost like a volleyball swing there to get the ball out of there. Ends up in the hands of Riley Burgess, and the whistle will stop the clock with 4:28 to go as we're knotted up at 33 apiece. Oh, this is a good basketball game here this morning, folks. Kind of expected some of these games to be really good ones, and I cannot wait for the rest of the matchups and see what kind of talent we have out here. With I recognize 95% of these players from their high school games, and it's kind of really cool to call some of these names on the same team. It almost feels like every one of these games is an all-star game almost. Offensive rebound, they'll work it back out now into the hands of Mevold. Mevold, they'll get it to Wheeldon, and that shot was in and out, won't go. ECI White pulling down the rebound into the hands there of Brian Lee Peterson. Peterson, a couple passes later, 3 on the way for the lead. Looked like she may have been fouled, but no whistle blown. Rebound comes down to ND Pro Jacobson. 4 minutes to go, we're knotted up at 33. Coming up over the timeline here is Ashley Wacha. Wacha dribbles around the defender, now hands it off, lost it out of bounds. .347 and counting to go. ECI White with a chance to take the lead. They'll work it across the perimeter here. I believe that is Spies. Spies works up top. There's contact and a foul. Foul goes on ND Pro Jacobson. It's on Greta Lee. That is their 6th of the second half. They now have 11 in the game. Olivia Weiler at the free throw line. Missed it. And another battle, and that'll stop the clock with 3:31 to go here in the second half. Rylan Burgess scored the basket to tie it at 33. And we have another foul. This one is on ECI White. Team's 5th of the second half. Burgess over the timeline. 3 in the lead on the way. No, but she's fouled, and she's going to go to the line. Possibly to shoot 3 here, unless her foot was on the line. There should be a shooting foul, at least from what I saw. The officials will get together and discuss it here. But I believe this should be a shooting foul, and we'll see if the officials come out of that discussion in agreement with me or not. I believe it was Mevold here on the near wing. She put up a shot and then made contact with the defender, and it does indeed look like she's going to go to the free throw line. So yes, that is the correct call, and I applaud the officials. Sometimes in the midst of game action, it's really hard to make a call, and they made the right one there after the discussion based upon my point of view of what I saw, and probably the same point of view of what you saw watching at home. So Mevild makes the first free throw, and that gives a 34-33 lead to ND Pro Jacobson. She'll make the second free throw and see if she can get the three-point basket the hard way here. And she does. She makes all 3 of them in an immediate timeout. So clock will stay at 3:25 to go here in the second half of play. We'll take a timeout as well. Be back in a moment. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. All right, welcome back. 36-33, thanks to 3 free throws by Jetta Mevold to give ND Pro Jacobson the lead. 34-33, and then tack on 2 more free throws to make it 36-33. And the timeout on the floor comes to an end. It will be EC White basketball coming out of the timeout. They'll get into the hands of Katie Sheridan. Sheridan will bring it over the timeline. Near side here for Peterson. Peterson nearly got it back, but it was taken away there by Burgess. Burgess harassed in the backcourt, gives it to Mevold. Mevold will swing it over far side. I believe that's Wacha, and it is. Ashley Wacha over the timeline. Will sit there and dribble out a few seconds on the clock. Once again, no shot clock that we're aware of anyway. Wacha will get the ball back. Double team as Wacha's guarded there closely by Sheridan. Wacha tried to come off a screen. Gets into the hands of Burgess. Burgess back to Wacha at the free throw line. Wacha will back it up. She's being harassed now by Peterson. They'll work it back into the hands of Wheeldon. Wheeldon now back to Burgess. Burgess tried to feed it inside, but the pass was intercepted there by Lydia Spies. Spies nearly lost it, regains control, pops it into the hands of Grace Perry. Free throw line jumper in and out, won't go. Loose ball along the baseline, and it'll be allowed to go out of bounds. And it's going to go back to, it's going to stay with ECI White. I thought I saw the official's hand go the other direction, but it'll stay with ECI White. trailing by 3 with 2:15 to go here, and nearly lost it, but a nice job there to save it as they get it back into Selensky, and the shot's up and in. Pulls them within 1, 36-35. 2 minutes to go here in this one. We said back in the first half that this one could come down to the wire, and well, we're about 2 minutes away from finding out if that prediction was accurate. So far, so good on the prediction scale for the day. Not that we had one or anything, but watch a foul down by the baseline, and that will create an inbounds pass here for Indy Pro Jacobson. So the pass comes up top here to Wheeldon. Wheeldon had it poked out, but Watcha was there to collect the loose ball. Riley Watcha will dribble her with the left hand up in between the circles, turn around, feed it back now for Burgess. Burgess with the ball above her head, now puts the dribble to the floor with her left hand. Uses up that dribble, now she's getting harassed by a couple of defenders, and it's a timeout to save the possession here by Indy Pro Jacobson. So coming out of the timeout, they will have the basketball. We'll take a timeout ourselves. Be back in a moment. You've heard about Christmas in July, but we didn't miss Christmas last year. So Three Lions Pub is holding a St. Patty's Day in July this coming Friday, July 17th from 4 p.m. to close. Corned beef and cabbage until it's gone. Plus, specials on all your favorite St. Patty's Day drinks. Win prizes and also get a sneak peek at the full menu. Plus, bring your friends and have fun with live music from Sean Mitzel in the evening. That's this Friday, July 17th at Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. All right, second half of play, 1:23 to go. ECI White trailing 36-35. Indy Pro Jacobson basketball coming out of the timeout. They called the timeout to save the possession on what would have been a 5-second call. That one goes off the backboard, and that will stop the clock with 1:22 to go. And heading over to the free throw line is Riley Watcha. Check that, Ashley Watcha, excuse me. If I said that a couple other times, I apologize. And Ashley Watcha remains perfect from the free throw line. She's 7 of 7 on the morning. Increases the lead to 2 for Indy Pro Jacobson. 37-35 and a minute to go. Now we have 1 minute to go. With the basketball is Mevvold. And a battle for it. Jump ball's called, and the ball will go to ECI White. So they have a chance to tie it up here or take the lead with a 3. And they're going to talk things over. I believe this is a full timeout. But if it's not, we'll be back in less than 60 seconds here. But 37-35 with 55 seconds to go. It'll be EC White basketball when we come out of the timeout right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. All right, second half of play coming out of the timeout on the floor. It'll be EC White basketball, and they trail by 2 with 55 seconds to go here in regulation. Trying to look here. I think I saw something in my email last night. I don't think they end in ties, but I guess we'll find out if that's the case or not. All right, 55 seconds to go. A 2-point deficit for ECI White, and they have the basketball. It's Katie Sheridan at the top of the key, and she'll feed it into the hands of Briley Peterson. Peterson works the ball down low. One dribble, turned around. Selensky looking and ties it and goes to the line. And the coach wants a traveling call, but he's not going to get one as Selensky ties it at 37. And has a chance to get the lead at the free throw line here with 41 seconds to go. No, it's off the mark. And a battle for the rebound. They'll take the clock down to 39 seconds. They're calling a foul here on ECI White. And we'll march down to the other end of the court for free throws here for ND Pro Jacobson. You just have this feeling that it's going to come down to the final shot, whoever has the basketball last. Unless she makes the first one, is Ashley Wacha, and she has not missed yet, and I'm not trying to jinx her, and I don't have any wood to knock on here, so we'll see if she can go 9 for 9. No, I'm sorry about that, folks, for the fans of ND Pro Jacobson. So that takes the clock down to 37 seconds. (38-37) in favor of ND Pro Jacobson. Sheridan with the basketball, feeds it near wing here for Peterson. Back up top to Sheridan. Sheridan fires it over. 3 on the way, short. Rebound underneath initially by Selensky, but getting in there was Wacha. And let's see what the call is here. The ball's going to go back to ND Pro Jacobson. They lead by 1. This is a big possession here, both offensively for ND Pro Jacobson and defensively for ECI White. A basket scored here does not necessarily end the game, depending on how much time clicks off the top clock. We're down to 11 seconds now, and a foul is committed. And that's the 8th team foul, according to my numbers, for ECI White, which was a smart move. That puts Jetta Mevold, who's 3 for 3 from the line so far, at the free throw line. And even if she makes both, they'll still get the ball back to try and tie it for a 3. Right now it's a 2-point game. And Mevold 4 for 4 from the free throw line this morning. For a 3-point lead, whistle. Did her foot cross the line? It did. It's going to go back to ECI White, and it's only a 2-point game and now a timeout on the floor. 11 seconds to go. We'll take a break and come back with the conclusion after this. You've heard about Christmas in July, but we didn't miss Christmas last year. So Three Lions Pub is holding a St. Patty's Day in July this coming Friday, July 17th from 4 p.m. to close. Corned beef and cabbage until it's gone. Plus, specials on all your favorite St. Patty's Day drinks. Win prizes and also get a sneak peek at the full menu. Plus, bring your friends and have fun with live music from Sean Mitzel in the evening. That's this Friday, July 17th at Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. We have 11 seconds to go here. Timeout on the floor. ECI White trails by 2, 39-37. Thanks to one free throw by Jetta Mevold. Actually, yeah, one. To give them a 2-point lead. And she missed the second one to keep the lead at 2. Actually, she didn't miss it. Her foot went over the line, so it was as if that free throw never occurred, and in the stat book, she'll remain a perfect 4 for 4 as a result. ECI White has the ball. They can tie it on a 2 or win it with a 3 here on this possession. We'll see what happens the final 10 seconds. Sheridan with the basketball. They work it cross court. They get into the hands of Spiess. Spiess drives the timeline, and is she fouled at the buzzer? She is. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2 with no time on the clock. She has to make both to tie the game. If she misses the first one, you just have to wonder what goes through her mind on the second one. Lydia Spiess with clutch free throws right now. First one's up, and she missed it, and that's going to cause the game there. And you can see she's a little like shucks on that one, and She will miss them both. And that will be your final score. ECI White with a chance to tie it at the end there, but just couldn't come up with the free throws. And man, what a game. We hope that the next 7 games are like this one here. Hey, let's take a timeout. We'll add up some numbers, come back with a post-game show right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal, your daughter's set sealing a serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. You've heard about Christmas in July, but we didn't miss Christmas last year. So Three Lions Pub is holding a St. Paddy's Day in July this coming Friday, July 17th from 4 p.m. to close. Corned beef and cabbage until it's gone. Plus, specials on all your favorite St. Paddy's Day drinks. Win prizes and also get a sneak peek at the full menu. Plus, bring your friends and have fun with live music from Sean Mitzel in the evening. That's this Friday, July 17th at Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender. All right, your final score in game number 2 of the day, 39-17 in favor of ND Pro Jacobson. A good one from start to finish there. It was 24-19 at the half in favor of ND Pro Jacobson, and ECI White actually outscored ND Pro Jacobson 18-15 in the second half, but fell 2 free throws short at the very end and as a result, fell 2 points short, 39-37. Individual numbers unofficially for ECI White: 2 points unassigned. Otherwise, 3 for Lydia Spees, 4 for Olivia Miranda, 5 for Katie Sheridan, 2 for Briley Peterson, 3 for Callie Downenhauer, 2 for Olivia Weiler, and 3 for Grace Perry. And ECI White was led by Aaliyah Selensky with 13. ND Pro Jacobson, I had their leading scorer. It was Ashley Wacha with 14, who also went 8 of 9 from the free throw line. And then 9 points for Jetta Mevold, 7 for Rylan Burgess, 2 apiece for Kasia Wilson and Greta Lee. We were tied at 7-7. ND Pro Jacobson took the lead at 10-7. Then we were tied at 14-14. ECI White took the lead at 16-14. We tied it up at 16 once again. ECI White grabbed the lead back at 18-16. Then a three-pointer from Wacha gave ND Pro Jacobson a 19-18 lead. Free throw would tie it up at 19-19, and then it would stay that way, and ND Pro Jacobson would get the next basket to make it 21-19. And then ECI White would take the lead at 25-22. ND Pro Jacobson would take the lead back at 26-25. Then we were tied at 26. ECI White got a three-pointer to make it 29-26. They would hang on to that lead until ND Pro Jacobson took the lead, or tied it up at 33-33 and took the lead on a free throw at 34-33. Then our last tie was at 37-37, and ND Pro Jacobson taking the final lead change of the game at 39-37. It was a good one, and we'll see if the next one is just as good. Game 3 of the day is coming up. It's ECI Gray versus North Tartan 9/15U Elite. That's coming up in approximately, let's see here, I'm going to guess in about 20 minutes. So we'll be back here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network in approximately 15 minutes here. Thanks so much for watching. Back in a moment.